DragonCon, that means this is the Saturday edition of the DragonCon Late Show. Round of thunderous applause from the 12 people who aren't lined up on the street to see the DragonCon parade, which is going to happen right after this. Which I'm also doing commentary on. Why did I do this?
You made us.
I made you, really? You're going to blame this on me? Well, that's actually how this normally works, everybody. Hi, it's my fault. Now I get that over with. Great, my name is Brian Richardson. Welcome once again to the Saturday of DragonCon 2013. We're going to do another edition of the Late Show, which means if you're up, suckers, you're either on shift in the morning, high-tech ops, or you stayed up really late the night before. Speaking of which, let me introduce my co-hosts for this show. He's a doctor of science, and some of that science may involve distillation. It's Dr. Stephen Grenade.
Science!
Get up here. Science with me, Hawkeye. And straight from Tijuana, apparently, it's Allie Belfry.
Faster. Let's go faster. There we go. We got a lot of monitor.
Stage monitor. That is
we have Allie from south of the border.
a thing. I was going to talk into a thing, but it's muted.
That's why you have the aviators.
I'm talking to a thing that doesn't. Is it making noise? Really? Is there noise from the thing?
Very, very little. We need more on mic 2.
2. Oh,
hey, there we go. We need more on mic 2 and less on the monitor. If you all can pull the monitor down, that would be good.
Yeah, that stage monitor is what's feeding back. Shall we? The stage monitor, stage right.
Welcome to Audio the Show.
Audio. All the dirty technical details from the show. So, how was your evening?
Really good.
Allie, how are the stage lights this time? It's so bright.
The microphones where everyone can hear you be sad.
Allie forgot she was supposed to get up and get here at 9. This is water. Okay, so while Allie recovers from being in DragonCon, let me introduce the green edition of the
Today's color is green. Do not believe any other color.
If we didn't have the Daily Dragon in print form, the rest of the show would kind of look like this. It's constantly down.
So it's every lunch ever now.
Yeah, so we're not going to do that. We're actually going to look at schedule changes related to Saturday at DragonCon from the Daily Dragon. This is the thing that you should read. Print apparently is dying industries that we're profiting out by making these things every day for you on actual paper. Stephen, would you like to start with the ceremonial reading?
Let's begin the schedule changes with additions. We have new how to start a fan cast. Are you passionate about a TV show or old? And interested in starting a podcast centered around it? If so, come to this panel. Excuse me. I'm evidently not going to be able to talk today. Come to this panel to hear podcasters who've already done this and tell you don't do this. As podcasters, we will tell you don't do this. What approaches work and what pitfalls to avoid. That's what it is with Billings, Anne Reed and Simone, Justin Robert Young, Kevin Michelle. Why is everyone's name so hard today? David Darnell, Stephanie Smith, and Les Howard. Today at 11:30 a.m. and 2:03 in the Hyatt.
It's not like we've actually had Captain Shelter or anything.
Yeah.
Spoken to him at length for many years.
He can probably go. He can just punch me later.
Okay, Allie.
This is the short one, Allie. You can do this.
This is the short one. Yes. And the first title, ironically, is reading.
This is the pick on Allie now.
Apparently it is. Are those reading sunglasses?
It happens.
Yeah. So anyway.
So reading Suzanne Church today at 11:30 a.m. in Edinburgh, down in the basement.
Mike Furman, Paul, and Storm, and Mom Lewis will be on How to Do Comedy Wrong the Right Way, which is kind of like this, except wrong the wrong way. Saturday, 2:30 p.m. International North, which is in the International Tower of the Hyatt.
Yes, and if you like musical comedy, all 4 of those people are wonderful. Highly recommended. Daniel Thomas May will be on the Walking Dead cast Q&A today at 7 p.m. in the Peachtree Ballroom in Weston.
Tonight at 7 p.m. in Fairway.
Audrey Kearns, Brian D. Bradley, James Bateman, and Joseph Scrimshaw will be on 5% live Saturday evening at
concert. We have the Geckos now playing at 8:30 p.m. in International Court in the Hyatt.
And Dragon Age behind the scenes. Thanksgiving, Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Great song.
Lessons in indie filmmaking. Master Troma presents lessons.
Say master trombone.
I was going to let that one slide, but thanks for reminding me.
Exactly.
Basically, his lessons learn everything from the guy who made the Toxic Avenger and many other things. Actually, Lloyd has an interview
Yeah, we need to make that happen. Also, a couple of updates. Matthew Ball has been moved from Saturday at 8:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. in the Peachtree Ballroom in Weston. By the way, aimed at mature audiences only.
Sure. Delivering home dinners concert.
I'm sorry, for what? Can you say that again, please, Adam? Answer is no. So
Please read the thing. It's going to be rough morning. We still have to break. Where are we updating? Please deliver on about where the updating is happening. Anyway, apparently that's going to be a thing that happens at Saturday 8 p.m. International North. It's been moved from that time to Saturday 7 p.m. to Baker Room, which are both in the Hyatt, so you're not very far away to go to the wrong place.
I'll let you have the final science.
Then Raptor Scientific Investigation Workshop was Sunday at 10 a.m. has moved from 11 to 12 to findings in the night.
All right, and that's a lot of fun. A couple of other things Allie will be really interested in is the Pacific Rim photo shoot.
Yes, it's today at 2:30. Welcome back to the office.
Yeah, I see there's a hashtag for that. Remember time.
Oh, no, let's not bring up Tumblr. It's really good. It's really
Always to be really good somewhere.
let's keep it that way. Also, there's some all adaptations of Sherlock meetup and photo shoot. Whether you're a fan of BBC adaptation, elementary, or prefer the Granada series, in other words, what kind of hat is Sherlock wearing or not wearing. You can get together, have fun, and get pictures in your fun costume. Saturday 5 p.m. the 10th floor Skyline. That is the 10th floor lounge area of the Marriott. And do keep in mind, if you don't have a Sherlock costume, it is canon for Sherlock to walk around wearing nothing but a bed sheet.
Excellent.
Just keep in mind, you are still in what's technically part of the public area.
Make sure it's taped well. There will be a free meet and greet today, Saturday, 8:30 p.m. at the Atlanta Ballroom in Sheraton.
The Heroes and Villains Ball is tonight at 10 p.m. in Grand Ballroom in Sheraton, and goes until 2 a.m.
I like the hyphenation on that one because it says, join us for DragonCon's most insane, and so in person it was like, join us for DragonCon's most sane track party. It's quite the competition there.
There's really no such thing. We will leave the roof exactly where it is.
We will all be calm and sensitive.
We are going to a Rainbow Flag Party. That's actually a fun time. It's in conjunction with DragonCon. Remember Saturday at 7 p.m. in the ballroom in Sheridan. And, ladies and
You know
gentlemen,
you wanted to say this one. Brian.
Kiss Nation, the hottest tribute band to legendary Kiss and Base, DragonCon 2013. The look, the sound, the spectacle. It's this exclusive event to get ready to rock and roll all night. Saturday, 11:59 p.m. It's in the Studio Ballroom in the High. Saturday. And now everybody is like, the
Going up there.
I used to work in radio. And then I got a real job. And as a
You worked at college radio, it doesn't even count.
I didn't get paid.
All of baseballs.
And some of college radio with 5 words. Dead air. Dead air. All right, let's move on to the survival tips for today's DragonCon.
As Ellie is demonstrating,
We talked about hydration yesterday.
I
We will
agree with that.
we will always talk about hydration.
All right, there's a difference between water bending and gin bending. We've talked about this. The gin bender isn't a real thing, but it will be next year's costume apparently. Steven, survival tip for Saturday at DragonCon.
Survival tip for DragonCon, and I will say this a bunch, take some time out, get away from the convention, go outside, go to a restaurant that's not food court, go back to your hotel room, close the door. I'm sorry, Brian, 3 years to turn off CCTV, and take a break and recharge because this is a very overwhelming event. Even the most extroverted people will get super overwhelmed by it. A lot of us are kind of introverted geeks. Recognize that, don't clip and fall.
I actually saw people tweeting about hitting the wall yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's day one, people. Pace yourself. Pace yourself before you face yourself. I don't know, I didn't think this one.
So, Allie, in your free smaller panels, just don't stick to the programming tracks. Try to find the more interesting, kind of smaller, a little bit more fan organized. There may not be a single name you recognize on the panel, but the topic might be interesting, or you'd be like, well, I've read this author's work in this genre, but it turns out they also write under the pen name, they write urban fantasy novels. So, oh, let me go learn about that. And you might find something that's pretty cool or meet some people with novel interest.
Good tip.
Also, the line's always 67. It's always fun.
You can actually get in.
You can spend the time in between the panel. You'd normally be like out there, normally you're a little mini parade that doesn't go anywhere. 45 minutes to actually just see something new.
Yeah, one of the neat things I like about DragonCon is that in a lot of ways it's a bunch of smaller cons taken together.
Yeah.
You've got those who are doing fan tracks, who are doing all these kinds of different things. There are people who are just cosplaying. I think that's a really neat aspect of DragonCon, and if you've not explored that, break out of your normal routine and go look at a different fan, go look at a different group, go to some of these meetups that are happening.
All right, so that is the fun thing tonight. We've got our big event is the Page to Stage costume event. Oh, the costume pageant. This started out years ago as the Betty Page contest. It was a single character focus. We moved that to Dawn, Jennifer which is a single character focus. And you know, he's a universe with few characters. They're just like one or two things. And so we expanded that a couple years ago to pretty much anything in the comic genre. And that turned into a really, really good show. And tonight is going to be a lot of fun. That's in this room, the Hyatt Centennial. And it's going to be about 8:30 p.m. when we'll start the show early because there are some lines. And also, believe it or not, we do have a new video appearance tonight. I talked about it yesterday, but I think we got one last special for comic panel.
So Brian, tell me, if I wanted to watch this in the safety of my own room, perhaps, and it's optional, how could I do that?
We will replay that contest tonight at 11 o'clock. See you at 11 o'clock. Check the Daily Dragon schedule. And that is going to be replayed in the room. We don't do that one live because it, in the past, hasn't been like, you know, beyond the PG-13 rating, but some of the comic characters show off a little bit more. And so, you know, just because of some stuff, we actually run that later in the evening in case something more interesting happens. That's sort of the heroes for Betty Page costume aspect. So that is a live summary, watch the cool costumes 11:30. Now the Masquerade, which happens Sunday, is a live event at all of the hotels. And that's just a big party for everybody to hang out and watch the cool costumes. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Let's have Brian laugh really loudly on the mic.
Okay. I love crazy.
Well, I really like how they do realtors who show you things in downtown Atlanta that you absolutely cannot afford.
There's a secret layer that you can buy at other mad scientists. That would be kind of awesome. No, the parade is going to start at 10 o'clock.
Very soon.
That will actually be rebroadcast today. I believe 7 p.m. is the time for the rebroadcast on that. And also, my voice has become very present and commanding. We're also going to be able to have that up on the YouTube channel. Has anybody been looking at the Video DragonCon YouTube channel?
Oh, we got a nod.
Holy crap.
Nod your heads.
Nod your heads, because
Yes.
that is a great thing. It's easy to see he's nodding his head. His head is like the size of a small child. He's in a great costume. But everybody else has normal-sized heads, and we're just like, you're not bobbleheading enough. We can't tell from here.
I'm sorry, Sir Large Head, you need the little tiny hat.
We shot about 12, 15 interviews. I'm getting upstaged.
Excellent. So that's the thing that happened.
That's a thing that just happened. Okay, and we're done. Never work with children or animals. I'm just saying. I don't know how furries fall into the children or animals category. We're just going to have to consult our Hollywood union. Mental note, I also need to join a union. So in the Video DragonCon channel, we did about a dozen or so interviews up in the Pulse Bar in the Marriott yesterday. Oh, those look so good. The first interview that we put up on the channel was with Lucy Lawless.
She's so great.
Amazing person, really nice. And kind of jealous I didn't get to do that interview, let's be perfectly honest. So these interviews up with Crispy are up on the channel now. We're going to be releasing them about every hour or two today. So once you get some bandwidth, check out Video DragonCon on YouTube. You can also go directly to it from the official videos link in the DragonCon app on your mobile device, unless you're a Windows user.
Or unless you don't end up with internet because no signal.
Hello, Hyatt. Sorry, that is solar flare. I'm serious. Science took out the internet at the Hyatt. Solar flare on Wednesday. So, Stephen, what the heck? What have you got against this hotel? Why does science hate
The
you?
problem is my war on the sun has not progressed to the point that I can shoot it down. Look, if I shot the sun down, you would all be so thankful here in Atlanta. I was out there yesterday. It was really nasty.
All right, so we have 3 minutes before Stephen destroys the world. Any last-minute thoughts
Well,
today?
you won't know it for 8 minutes. It's a speed of light thing.
Good point.
There, I've just taught you
All right,
science.
so 11 minutes left. 3 of them up for us talking. Sorry about that, world.
20 minutes. It was 3 and then it was 11.
Allie with the tiny hat and sunglasses, please tell us about your con and what you're going to be doing after you leave this panel.
I'm going to the Pacific Rim meetup, of course. No one is surprised by this.
No, no one is surprised by that. She's going to go and join Team Hot Dad there at the Pacific Rim.
By the way, has anybody seen the DragonCon TV bumper this year for the names of Jaegers that we've associated with DragonCon?
It's possible that we really like Pacific Rim
Yeah.
a whole lot.
I got a
That's
suggestion on
robust.
Twitter that I really like, Sleepless Staffer.
Oh, nice.
Yes, that's my favorite Twitter submission so far. Stephen, what are you looking forward to for the rest of the day? Like, what do you...
Probably a nap.
Really?
Yeah,
I've heard good things about
I may
those.
put that in
What room
between
is
the
that?
parade.
What
It's in
panel?
all of the hotels.
Actually, I think people here have been enjoying a nap watching The Late Show.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're glad we've lulled you into a false sense of security. Please get your rest, get it quickly because the parade starts at 10. If you're watching the rebroadcast, you missed the parade. And get out there, enjoy the con, do it safely, do it politely, like the people around you, and only love them if you have their permission and consent. So from Allie and Stephen, my name is Brian. We are the heck out of here. I'm going to go watch a parade. Have a great show.